This segment of Panther Sports Talk is brought to you by CFU, the power of service.
More with UNI head football coach Mark Farley as we talk UNI Panther football. Coach Eli Dunn, over 350 yards passing, 3 TDs through the air for Eli, and he had that offense humming this past Saturday. What are you seeing out of your senior quarterback?
He was well prepared. He put himself in great position, made the throws that we've seen him make day in and day out. Really kept his poise and got the ball out on time. He played very well.
A large number of receivers, different receivers, all getting involved in the passing game. Is that just Eli going through the checklist? That's
Eli going through the checklist. That's a compliment to himself, to he, that he takes the time, he knows where it belongs based off coverages, and he distributes the ball the way he'd hope he would.
Briley Moore with 96 receiving yards for Eli. It included that 64-yard touchdown reception on the third play of the game that you mentioned. What are you seeing from that big tight end?
Well, as you can see, he's one of the better ones in the league because of his performance to date. We hope that he can continue to do that and build on that. And I think there's a great compliment to Briley's with Elias because they make each other better and they keep each other fresh.
Briley was one of 7 different wide receivers that all had 3 or more receptions in the football game. Coach, defensively, Duncan Furch again led the way in tackles, 15 for him on the days. He continues to be that quarterback out there for the defense.
He is, and he's playing with consistency, as is A.J. Allen, and that's where we need the most growth right now, is that consistency on defense to play within our system, and there's always been that phase, and that's what we have to grow very fast in right now, and Duncan leads the way in that.
Chris Kolarvik, another linebacker for you. Kind of surprised everybody those first couple of games with the large number of tackles, but he's a solid defender. He's here to stay.
He is a solid defender. He's a freshman, and he's going to make freshman mistakes just like we all did, and that's where we need that consistency. That's where you need a Duncan Furch helping guide Chris, because he's not ready to see everything that's out there in a game day that happens so fast, but yet Duncan is that constant force on the field.
And they're playing off the front defensive lineman for this UNI front four. We've got a story coming up on Hezekiah Applegate, one of the interior linemen defensively. And every week in the Missouri Valley Football Conference, games are decided really at that line of scrimmage. And this season, UNI up front playing really tough defensively.
We did to this point, and then coming off this game, this is the one that they really didn't play terrible. It was just that we didn't play to our standard.
For Hezekiah, what do you want to see out of him at that defensive tackle position?
He just brings what Hezekiah brings every day. I mean, he's one of the greatest men you'll meet as far as just a person, his attitude. He comes from a great family, but there's more to life than football. And Hezekiah, he comes every day, and football is first during practice. But also he's a man with a lot of other things going on in his life too, over on campus and in his family, and he brings a balance to our football team.
And you're going to see that reflected right here in this story on defensive lineman Hezekiah Applegate.